Hi everyone, it's John from What Up. Welcome back to another video. I hope you folks enjoyed the new introduction that was made to this video. Alyssa, the same one that does all of the graphic design, music, thumbnails, images, everything for the channel, she made that for us. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you like the new intro? Personally, I like it way better than the old one. I mean, I made the old one and it was pretty crappy. I'm bad at that kind of stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Alright, in this video, we're going to go through some images that came out recently. Now, initially they were reported as possible Wheel of Time images because no one really knew if they were actually of set or not. However, some new information came to light today that pretty much confirms that the cast and crew were on site and that they were filming there. So these went from possible set pictures to, yeah, they're set pictures. So we're going to talk about the pictures themselves, what I think they are, and what they could mean for the pacing of the first season. Now, don't forget to stay tuned at the end of this episode for my community section. In the community section today, I'm featuring Rebecca from Reading the Pattern. It's another YouTube channel that's dedicated mainly to Cole's Notes version of the books. So if you don't have time to read the books and you want to go back and watch certain chapters, you can do that through her channel. But I'll let you stay tuned near the end for that. Now, spoiler warning. In this particular video, I'm going to discuss things that happen all the way through The Eye of the World and The Great Hunt. That's the first two books in the Wheel of Time series. So if you haven't read that far ahead yet, be forewarned that I'm going to spoil major plot arcs, major character arcs, a bunch of points from the story. So I'm pretty much going to ruin the first two books for you. So if you would like to watch the show fresh, or if you haven't read the books yet and you're still reading them and you want to save this video for later, I've left a timestamp down below in the description box where the community section starts. So you can click right to there right now so you don't spoil anything about the show, and you can still get all the good information about Rebecca's channel. Alright, let's get on to the video. Alright, so we're going to go through some pictures here. They were taken by someone by the name of Rosinka9 and posted to the Instagram account. And from there, Nard from the Daily Trolloc got a hold of them and put them on Twitter and on his subreddit. And WheelOfTimeSeries.com did a very great article about this stuff as well. So I'm going to leave a link to the subreddit down below, and I'm going to leave a link down to WheelOfTimeSeries.com. So the subreddit have a really good discussion, some of the things I'm going to talk about today here, and WheelOfTimeSeries.com has some excellent information about these pictures, how they came to be, and how they were posted, and who took them and why. So we'll talk a little bit about that stuff, but I mainly want to go through the discussion of what I think they are. So when you look at these pictures, they were taken by, like I said, Rosinka9 and posted to the Instagram account. And there's been a lot of debate on what they could possibly be. So some people seem to think they're portal stones. Some people seem to think that they're waygates. I'm in the waygate camp 100%. I don't think this is a portal stone at all. I'm going to let you know why. So I have Robert Jordan's The World of Wheel of Time sitting next to me. I tried to show it in camera a couple times, but the cover's white, and it's shiny, and it just reflected the light and it looked really terrible. But in that book, it basically states descriptions of a lot of different things. And portal stones are described as being 3 spans tall, carved all over with many symbols for different worlds at the base, at the top, and all over it. And then there's 7 steps leading up to it, and they're concentric circles leading up to the actual portal stone itself. So we take a look at this picture. We see steps. So that's the only thing that I think really would give me any kind of clue as this is a portal stone. And there's not 7 steps. I mean, you could fudge it. I mean, there's 8, but if you don't count the bottom step because it's half buried underground, or you don't count the top step because it's the dais where you go up to the stone, maybe there's 7. And yeah, they're not colored, but that can be fixed in post very easily. They can color those and make them glow or make them shiny, or all kinds of crazy different things. Now, portal stones were also described as being on a base that's very flat and shiny. So I don't see that here either. They resist being moved. Even the one that was toppled over in other areas of the book, they couldn't move them other than to right them, make them back upright. So I don't think any of this leads me to believe that this is a portal stone. So let's talk about waygates instead. Now, waygates are described as being very organic and flowy. The Ogier built them, and this is not organic or flowy. But organic and flowy may not look good on the screen. So maybe they went with something a little more rigid for the outer shell. Now, they are also described as, I don't think any of them were described as having steps. Now, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but I couldn't recall a single instance in the books where they said they walked steps up into a waygate or walked steps down outside of a waygate. They just went in through the doors and came out the other side. The waygates were also described as having 2 doors that would open up towards you, carved all over, and flowing leaves and foliage and vines and all kinds of very naturey type stuff, with an Aventadora leaf in the center. Now that leaf, when moved to a certain position, would open the doors. Now you look here, there's no doors, it's just a big blank spot. But like I said before, this show is going to rely on CG a lot. So I think what they've done here is pretty smart. I think it's a mix of practical effects and CG for WAYGATE. So we're going to go through a couple of the other pictures here until I get to one, and I want to talk about why I think they're going to mix the two of them. So this picture here was taken from far away. It's a picture like I would take when I'm on a family vacation. I see something cool in the distance, especially with the sun setting behind it. So that leads credence to why they were taking the pictures. And again, a really good explanation of all of that on wheeloftimeseries.com. So go there and take a look at that. Now, here is the one I want to talk about. This is the back of, I'm going to call it the WAYGATE from now on the rest of the video, because I think it's a WAYGATE. So I think what they've done here is they've created a practical effect, which I'm a huge fan of, by the way. I've said that before, that the characters and the cast can interact with. And then they can add all the CG stuff later on. So it lets them go up into the gate. It lets them go through it, and I'm using quotations there, and open the doors and all that other stuff by CGing in the flowing doors, the Aventadora leaf, all of that stuff. And the steps, I think, are a very nice touch, because it's more dramatic to walk up into something or walk down out of something than it is just to walk across flat ground. It doesn't look as nice on the screen. I've seen a number of things where somebody just comes out of a door. Yeah, they're coming out of a door. But if you have a dramatic shot where maybe you're down below them, they're coming down some steps out of a WAYGATE towards you, it's going to look really killer. So I think that's what they've done here. I think they've made an artistic decision to do that, because it will look way better on the screen. I mean, I'm not a filmmaker, but that makes a lot of sense to me, because you want things to look as dramatic and as cool as possible in every shot. You want to overload the audience, because a lot of them haven't read the books and they have no investment to stay in the series. So if we take a look at this next slide, this gives you an idea of the scope, the pure size of this thing. This thing is massive. Portal stones aren't this big. 3 spans tall, that's, I don't know, I don't think that's 3 spans. I mean, I could get out a meter stick and measure it, I guess. But to me, that's really, really big. Now, that also doesn't help the case for the WAYGATEs either, because they were not really described as massive. We do know that there's one in the basement of an inn in Camelin. I'm going to get to that in a minute, where I think this one fits in. So we know they're not super huge. However, they took horses through it. In the books, they walked horses through it. So they got to be pretty big, right? I mean, they were never really described as how tall they were, how wide, not with any great detail. But I would say it makes a lot of sense. So, when these pictures were posted, initially, that was all the pictures. And then some more pictures come out afterwards. Some of them included her family, and I'm not going to post those pictures, even with the family blurred. I've seen some other people do it, and you know, it's great they're keeping their privacy by blurring it. However, I'm not going to do that because I didn't get a hold of the picture anyway. But I have enough here in the video, so I'm not going to show that one. But it is something that she was taking out with her family, so we know that for sure. Now, when she posted these earlier, she put out a comment on one of them, and I'm going to read the comment here. It's up on the screen. So it says, "Actors jumped through this portal, and in the scenes will be horses. Will be filmed for 2 days here. They already have about 20 episodes finished at Melnik in the Czech Republic." Now, this was a Google Translate. I don't speak Czech, so this obviously was put through the interwebs to give us a translation, and it's not a fantastic one. However, basically, she's confirming that they're taking horses through it. And now Moraine and Loyal's trailers were also on site. So we know that they're filming in the location at the time. We know that they're filming with this object, whatever it may be. So this particular object, and it's a WAYGATE as far as I'm concerned, horses are going through it. Moraine and Loyal are on set. So I think that what they're doing is they're filming the scenes where they're coming out of the WAYGATE in Shinar, in the Borderlands. And that makes sense because it was kind of out in a field in the middle of nowhere. They had to get them to board it up or wall it up later on because they had to destroy the doors. So, to me, it makes a whole lot of sense this is a WAYGATE. I think they're going to add CG later on. That's my take on it. And I also think that it is we're still in the first book here when they're talking about this stuff. However, if you look at how a TV show or a movie is shot, it's not shot chronologically, and I think I've discussed this in my videos a couple of times before. They're going to do stuff to save money. So they built this giant structure in the middle of nowhere, and they're going to film this scene, because it makes sense because Moraine and Loyal are on set, but they're also going to film, I would guess, other scenes where they're using the ways. So near the end of the Great Hunt, or middle of the Great Hunt rather, Egwene and Nynaeve are basically taken by Leandrin through the ways out to Falm, and they're given to the Sanchan. So they could also film that here as well. So it could fit there where they come out of the ways, and they could use that same set and maybe CG the background to be a little bit different. It's a big field, so they can do whatever they want with that. So anyway, that's my take on what I think these pictures are. I don't think it's a portal stone at all. I do think it's a waygate. But I want to let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Do you think it's a portal stone? Do you think it's a waygate? Did I make a good enough argument for a waygate? I think I did. I mean, I'm convinced anyway. All right. So next we're up as a community section. But first, don't forget to like the video if you do like what I'm doing here. It keeps the YouTube metrics happy, of course. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing and any comments you may have about this video or the channel in general. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. I put out a couple of videos a week, not in any set time frame, so if there's news that comes out and I have time to make a video, I do that. So make sure you click that notification bell as well. I know that they haven't been working all that great lately. YouTube has some issues, but hopefully it'll get better soon. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. All right, now on to the community section. All right, welcome to the community section of the show. So we have Rebecca from Reading the Pattern today. So I've left a link to her YouTube channel down below in the description box. Please go check that out. And one of my earlier videos was actually a collaboration with her on who we think should be cut from the first season. All right, some little blurb she sent here about her channel, because I can't remember anything. I got to read stuff. So Reading the Pattern is a YouTube channel with a mix of Wheel of Time book and TV show content. For all the books, there's a detailed and spoiler-free reread series where each video recaps and breaks down several chapters while discussing foreshadowing, themes, character development, funny moments, and more. For the TV show, Rebecca tries to do as much spoiler-free content as possible to bring in new people to the series, including a series of spoiler-free character and actor profiles. Recently, she did a deep dive into controversial fan reactions to racial diversity in casting. Yeah, I seen that one. It was pretty good. Upcoming videos will include speculation for how the books will be adapted to the TV show format, and the reread series will continue with The Great Hunt. So, check her out, especially anyone new to this series. A lot of spoiler-free stuff on her channel. I know here, a lot of spoilery stuff, but over there's a lot of videos where you won't ruin your experience watching the show or reading the books at all if you watch her videos. So please go check her out. She's absolutely fantastic. Now, before I do go, I want to thank all of you for watching this video, and I want to thank all of you for support. The channel's grown quite a bit lately. Now, recently we've created a new Facebook page for What Up. It's still in its infancy. It's brand new, but it's going to be a source of Wheel of Time memes, some of my videos, and I will occasionally post some special content on there as well that will not be on my YouTube channel. So there is... on the outro slide, some information on that, as well as my Twitter handle. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I tweet out polls and information about my videos there as well. All right. Thank you all for watching, and here's to many more.